Splashdown. The historic Artemis 1 mission has just come to a successful end. This is the moment the Orion capsule landed in the Pacific Ocean off Mexico's Baja, California.
Splashdown. From Tranquility Base to Taurus Littrow to the tranquil waters of the Pacific, the latest chapter of NASA's journey to the moon comes to a close. Orion, back on Earth.
All right, this 25-and-a-half-day uncrewed test flight around the moon was meant to pave the way for future astronaut missions, including a program that will eventually send humans to Mars. That's why NASA officials are stressing the importance of a safe re-entry, and they got one. Orion has been on quite the journey, traveling a total of 1.4 million miles. CNN's Kristen Fisher is here with me now. It's too bad those crash test dummies or whatever they had in there couldn't.
The mannequins.
Yeah, the mannequins couldn't get any sky miles for that or air miles for that. That's a long mission, but a remarkable end. And this mission continues, and perhaps to a tantalizing next step. Tell us more.
Sure, and you think about all the things that this rocket and this spacecraft have been through. I mean, so many delays. It got hit by a hurricane.
That's right.
5 days before launch. And so to see it have such a successful mission and then a successful splashdown today, NASA officials absolutely thrilled by what we're seeing. And so right now, you're seeing, of course, a replay of the parachutes slowing that spacecraft down to an acceptable speed and hitting the Pacific Ocean. But now they got to actually get this spacecraft out of the Pacific Ocean. And so what they're doing, this is a massive recovery operation. It involves the Navy, Kennedy Space Center teams, and basically you have sailors on boats, Navy sailors that get right up close to this spacecraft. They're going to do some visual inspections, and then they actually hook some cables onto it, and the USS Portland will literally pull it out of the water. They bring it back to the Navy base in San Diego and then back to the Kennedy Space Center where they do some more intensive tests. But big picture here, this is exactly what NASA needed in order to move forward with its Artemis program. This was the uncrewed test flight, and now they are going to be able to start thinking about who they're going to put on the crew of Artemis 2, which is going to be orbiting the moon, so to speak, and then Artemis 3, which is going to be when they are going to return American astronauts to the moon for the first time since the Apollo program. Some of the images that you're seeing there, that is of the Orion spacecraft as it was making its descent through the Earth's atmosphere. And this was, Jim, one of the most critical tests today was testing that heat shield, making sure that it could withstand 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit and protect those future astronauts that may be on board in future missions. But the other thing that just really stood out to me today, this happened on almost the 50th anniversary of the last time that humans walked on the moon. Wow. Gene Cernan and Harrison Schmitt during Apollo 17. And so there you can see some of the incredible images that the Orion spacecraft was able to capture as it made its close approach to the moon. And now humanity just one step closer to going back.
And that will be an amazing day when it finally happens, and that's what today was all about, getting NASA that much closer to that milestone. And Kristen, I feel good for you that this all worked out, because I remember seeing you when they tried to do the launch, time and again, and there were weather delays and everything else. So it's great to see that finally, yes, patience pays off.
It is. And if you think I'm excited, just imagine what it's like for the NASA astronauts that are waiting for that crew assignment. You know,
right.
They've been waiting years with no shuttle. Now they got this.
I can't wait to hear that part too. All right, Kristen Fisher, thank you very much.
Thanks.
And joining me now is NASA Administrator Bill Nelson. Bill, thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate it. What was the emotion like inside NASA watching the Orion spacecraft return to Earth today? It just looks like everything went flawlessly, and everybody must have been just so pleased. 50 years to the day that astronauts last stepped foot on the moon.
The emotion was there. It was confident, but it was tense, because there were two big things that had to happen today. First of all, the heat shield had to work, and it worked perfectly. And then the parachutes had to work, and they did perfectly. And so this was just incredible, because it was coming in hot and fast. It was coming in at 25,000 miles an hour, 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and it did that twice as it dipped into the atmosphere and bled off that speed and then came back up about 150,000 feet and then dipped in a steep dive again to bleed off more speed and then came on in. So
Wow.
Everything worked.
And as we know, this was not a manned mission, but we know that that's NASA's hope. When do you think we will know about a human crew? Might we get an announcement soon? Would you like to make some news here?
As a matter of fact, you're going to hear pretty soon. We are going to encourage the headquarters here down in the Johnson Space Center in Houston. We're going to ask them to go ahead and make their selection. And by the way, I think they already have, but to be prepared to go ahead and announce it.
And so there are some names in mind, perhaps already selected at this point, if I may nudge you a little bit.
I leave that to flight operations and the chief astronaut. They make the decisions. The Johnson Center director then confirms those, and we'll let you know.
All right. Well, thanks for keeping us in suspense there, but that's what NASA does. But you know, this mission gave us some incredible images of space. At one point, traveling 40,000 miles per hour beyond the far side of the moon. That's farther than any spacecraft designed to carry humans, if I'm not mistaken, that has ever flown. It's just staggering to think about. How important was that from just a scientific standpoint, and the importance of where all of this fits into the overall program?
Well, we're going back to the moon, but this time not to just stay there and come back. We are going to go further. And so this is a spacecraft that can take us there and venture beyond. And so we wanted to test it. And it was 40,000 miles beyond the moon. That was about 270,000 miles from Earth. And everything worked perfectly. And the cameras on this spacecraft brought us just these incredible pictures. And it was commercial cameras off the shelf. And you were seeing these crystal clear pictures. And what was particularly interesting as it came back to Earth today and the camera showing the Earth was small and it kept getting larger and larger. And you realized you're on a direct trajectory back to our home, and that's planet Earth.
That's right. And for those who don't understand, help us out here. Explain why, and I think you were alluding to this just a few moments ago, why all of this is a stepping stone to getting humans to Mars. And I suppose some of the confidence that you're taking away from today allows you to think, okay, maybe we can do this in the next couple of decades.
Well, we can and we will. And 50 years ago, we went to the moon to prove that and came back. Now we're going to stay, to work, to learn, to invent, to create, to venture out further. We're going to Mars first, and then we're going to venture on out into that very, very large universe.
And I guess before we go, I want to show a few more images taken by Orion before it descended. The other week, I was talking to Neil deGrasse Tyson, who is so much smarter than me on this issue, but we'd love to talk to him about space. And he was talking about how images like this put into perspective our place in the universe. And I wonder what's been going through your mind. Are you thinking, Senator Nelson, that the possibilities are endless now, in part because of the success of this mission?
Indeed, they are. We have to take it a step at a time because space is hard, and it's an unforgiving atmosphere out there, and you've got to do it right when humans are concerned. And yet, the human to have the discretion to determine what you want to pick up on Mars is a very important fact. And that's why we're going with humans to Mars and then venture further out. And who knows, what we consider science fiction now is going to become science fact.
All right. NASA Administrator Bill Nelson, thanks for the privilege of speaking with you after the successful mission. Congratulations to everybody there, and thanks so much for your time.